I'm live. Oh, I need some more light here. Let's hope there's somebody out there waiting for me already. 7 p.m. Good evening, everybody. It's been a while, hasn't it? I was sitting here and I was just jotting down some notes about some things I wanted to try and cover today. And I was really looking forward that there might be some people waiting for me when I got here. So I'm really curious to see who's going to show up tonight because I did give a few hours notice today. So hopefully we're going to see some of our regular crew that we have when I go live. We got somebody in here already, and as you come in, you know what? Just say hi to me, just because, you know, I know all my subscribers who interact and engage with me on YouTube. So it would be really nice that, you know, if I could say hello to you and know that you're here. But hey, if you just want to stay in the background and just listen to me yabber off, you're more than welcome to do that today too. I'm going to do something I've been wanting to do for quite a while. I'm not too sure about this lighting today. A little bit of glare. My next set of glasses, I'm going to have anti-glare put onto them. But I had a really interesting week this week, and I thought it was important that I share with the people who have been rooting me on. And I should have turned off notifications because there's other people uploading at the same time as me. I got lifted this week. You know, I've been working hard on my YouTube and stuff, and I've kind of gotten myself in this little trench, and I've been trying to crawl myself out of this trench that I've gotten myself into. And I've been really reflective about, you know, what I'm doing on YouTube and what I'm doing on social media. You know, I don't know how many of you follow me on social media, but I am active on Twitter, Instagram, and my YouTube. My YouTube is my love. I really love making explore videos, and I love being creative and kind of showing off what I consider art in the end, and of course showing off the province and the prairies because I love where I live, and to me it's a little bit of payback to how good this province has taken care of me, you know, over these past few decades that I've lived here. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Cindy. At 53 years old, I decided I was going to give it a shot in social media. I was going to learn social media. I don't know what got in my head. I was a Big Brother fan, and I decided that I was going to make an audition tape for Big Brother. And I go on these sabbaticals. I'm a bit of an explorer, and I take off into the bush during the summertime, and I go on these sabbaticals. And I took my camera and I went out there and I did a audition tape for Big Brother, and I had so much fun. Obviously, I didn't get on Big Brother, but, you know, I thought, you know what, I really need to build up my media, you know, because these people that go on these television shows, they have a lot of media and a lot of followers, and I didn't have anybody, you know, that followed me. I didn't even have a lot of friends, to tell you the truth. And, you know, I thought, well, you know what, I'm going to build up my media. And then I thought, you know, I had such a great time doing YouTube video, or my Big Brother audition tape, that I thought I would give myself a shot at YouTube. And I started up my YouTube, and right away I found a gentleman named Tim Schroer. He's a content creator who does instruction videos on how to work in social media and how to work on YouTube. And I followed him for about a year. And in the meantime, I was having fun out exploring my abandons and being creative, trying to figure out how to use my camera. And I actually bought a really cheap camcorder that I still use. It's such a great camera. I still use it. And I learned on my phone how to make videos on my phone. I wasn't a rich person, and to tell you the truth, I was actually borderline being on welfare. Like, I've been divorced for 20, 25 years now, and I just decided that I was just going to live life on my own terms, and I was going to do what I wanted to do and just try to make the best life for myself as I could. And somehow I picked up this social media, and I've been hacking away at this for 4 years. But like I said, the first content instructor that I didn't get introduced to was a gentleman named Tim. And actually this past week, I was so wrapped up on the little things that were going in my life, and we'll get to that in a few minutes, that I missed a few of his uploads. I don't know how. He's been uploading quite a bit the past little while. And I think I missed 2 or 3 videos of his. So immediately I caught up to them, and because I'm not able to buy these instructors, these YouTube creators that I learn from. I can't buy their books, and I can't buy their online courses, and I can't pay for them to mentor me. So my little way of saying thank you has always been, try and leave a nice comment and share the video, to others who might find their content interesting or want to learn. And because I'm very active on Twitter, Twitter was just the most perfect place for me to share this content. And because I had missed maybe 3 uploads of Tim's, I right away uploaded those to Twitter, and I got some really good engagement on that. And I share my learning videos on Twitter, just for the fact is that I've situated myself with the city and provincial organizations and businesses. And, we have always stepped up to the plate when it comes to business. We have always made it a big focal point. And I know in the next couple of years, see, I'm being a smarty pants now, just showing off what I've learned. But I know in the next few years, things are going to get crazy when it comes to social media. This is going to be people's careers, and in a couple of years, it's going to be so crazy because nobody's going to be ready for it. And anybody that is working in social media, well, it's kind of going to be like, everybody on deck, all hands on deck, we're all going to be needed. So, I'm thinking I came on board just at the right time. I don't know if I ever decided to be a YouTuber because I wanted to be some kind of big superstar or anything like that. Actually, I know it wasn't. But I did want to leave something behind, no husband, no children. My mother passed away, and actually we're going to go into this a little bit more. My lucky week. It was a very, very lucky week. There is so much really terrible things going on in my life right now. I got a 21-year-old cat that's ready. He's laying beside me. He's ready to kick off, and I've had him for a few years, and I really love the cat to death. And it's sad to see him, getting close, but that's part of life, right? Financially, I just can't keep a job anymore. I don't think there's an option B for me anymore. I think it is social media for me now, because I just do not want to do these work for an hourly wage anymore. I either want to work for myself, or I want to work for somebody who is in this trade that I'm in right now. So let's get to the good thing that happened to me this week. I got a message that I was going to be given a 1-hour free session by a lady who partners with Evan Carmichael. Evan did this for me. And she gave me a 1 hour consultation for my social media. I don't know what I did to deserve such a kindness, but hey, it landed in my lap, and I'm smart enough to not look a gift horse in the mouth. And right away, we messaged back and we made arrangements. And I hadn't even used a Google Hangouts before. Again, I don't have any friends. And I learned the Google Hangouts, which was so easy. If you guys are not using Google Hangouts, it's something you need to be using right now. It was so much fun. It was really fun, and it was super insightful. And I spent the whole, I guess I had about a week knowing before that we were going to do this hangout, and I made a list of notes and the questions to ask and everything. And but as soon as I got online with her, it was just the fact that I haven't been interacting really. Like you can write a nice comment about somebody and share somebody's content, but unless you're chatting with somebody on the chat, you're really in this on your own. And I'm, one of my biggest things is, I would say, if you were thinking of doing social media, you need to find somebody who's got your back, somebody that you can talk to, somebody who understands what you're going through. It's really difficult to do this when you're doing it by yourself, and then you're stumbling around hoping that you're going to bump into the right content creators that are going to teach you properly, right? And I knew Andrew was going to pop in. Andrew, I want to show you this right now. You're going to find this super interesting. That letter you wrote me, you can't see what he's written, but I could show you the beautiful handwriting that he has. And he wrote me the most beautiful letter a ways back. Hi, Andrew. I'm so happy to see you. And then I haven't gotten a written letter in so long. And you wrote me that beautiful letter. And it must have been around Christmas time. I'm not going to turn it around because it has your address on it. But I've got your Christmas card here. I'm so sorry, Andrew. I'm going to mail this tomorrow. So you're going to get a Christmas card in September. Isn't that interesting? Yes, the live stream thing. We haven't had a live stream for such a long time because I've been feeling really down on myself. Just because I'm just at that rut stage right now. So I'm just kind of hoping I'm going to start crawling out of it now. And, I'm getting whiffs of good things coming along. You do. You have beautiful handwriting. You have beautiful handwriting, Andrew. I reread the letter tonight that you wrote me, and it was absolutely just the loveliest letter. Yeah. I look forward to another one. If you still have my address, send me another one. I thought it was absolutely lovely, and I enjoyed it so much. But I'll definitely send your Christmas card out tomorrow. I'm so sorry about that. Hi, Pat. Oh, thank you, Pat, for popping by. Oh, awesome. Yeah, thank you, Andrew. You don't have to if you don't want to, but yeah. I think I've gotten to know you well enough now to know that you'll probably send me a nice letter. Yes, but anyway, Andrew, we were talking about the wonderful thing that happened to me this week. You guys got to try not to get me trailed off, because when I start reading the comments, whatever I'm talking about, I'm just not even going to get back to it. That's why I got my notes. But where we're going to start? Oh, yes. So anyway, Evan Carmichael gave me a free 1 hour session with Lily Ma, who was absolutely just the most amazing, charming, insightful lady. And she was actually first contact? Yeah, I guess we can say that she was first contact. And we chatted for an hour. I had that list, and I did not ask her one question on that list. I just turned into a mushy mess. And you know what? Out of that hour, I didn't get what I wanted. I didn't get one question answered. But you know what? I got what I needed. Hi, Sharon. Oh, yay. Andrew's here. Sharon's here. Yeah, we're waiting on Nancy. Come on, Nancy. We know you're here. She'll be here shortly anyway. But in any case, I got what I needed out of that. And it was her idea, actually, that I just talked to you guys about it. I mean, me not showing up to the plate is not doing anything for my brand at all. The whole point of me doing this, and actually I wrote that down, is because I always wanted my videos to be uplifting and happy, it's the way it was meant to be from like the moment I started this channel. I wanted to give everybody, who wasn't able to get out into the wilderness and walking grass. There's lots of people that don't get to walk through tall grass or just be out in nature. And I just thought, I could bring a little bit of that out to the table. And then, meet people my own age and then maybe introduce them into social media slowly so that they enjoy themselves as much as I do. And then maybe when we're all 80 years old and sitting in our rocking chairs, we can explore the world, And I was telling Lily too that so many times I bump into people, right? And they say, "Oh, Cindy, I want to subscribe to your channel, but I don't know how to." And I thought, well, you know what? If I could be successful in social media, maybe I could be that person, that could maybe, show people the little things that could make their life easier when we're we're too old, and because we really don't want to be left behind in all of this. But anyway, back to that wonderful thing that happened to me this week. I got a lot out of it. Yesterday I went out shooting video, trying to work the whole conversation into the video and everything, and it just didn't come across as genuine. And I really wanted the message to get across, and I wanted everybody to believe, what I'm saying. And I hate to steal somebody else's one word, but yeah, I don't know. I was so afraid during that consultation that they were going to ask me what my one word was, because my one word is not uplifting, but it gets the job done. And that one word has been with me since I was probably 12 or 13 years old. And everything I've ever done, I've applied it because of that one word, so as now that I'm supposed to have this happy, uplifting word that will get the same job done, but maybe put a smile on my face and put a smile on other people's faces. So, for the past, 6 months or so, I'm just trying to feel out these words, and I've come across a few, but I can't commit to them until, they hit me in the heart, right? But my one word, do you want to hear what my one word is? Say yes. Because it's a good one. It gets the job done, but it's not a happy one. My one word is despite. Despite being poor, despite not having friends, despite being old. Those weren't the despites that I had as a child. As a child is despite not having friends, despite being the fat little kid, despite not being wanting to be included in people's groups, despite this, I went off, and despite it, I just went off and I did my own adventures. And so that's always been my one word. So right now I'm in search of another one word. Does anybody have a one word they live by? If you have a one word, I would love to know what it is. Yes, and we will. There's going to be so many baby boomers that are going to be so left behind in this digital age. You know, they don't know how to use the computers. They wouldn't know how to, use, I'm hoping they're able to use emails and stuff. But yeah, it's going to be so much fun when I'm 80 years old and I can't move anymore. I'm going to sit in my chair and I'm going to explore the world. And I know I keep saying that every time I go live, but it's so true. But anyway, you got in a little bit late, Sharon. I was telling Andrew that he sent me a letter. He must have done it at Christmas time because I have his Christmas card here that I didn't mail to him. So I got to make sure. Again, Chris. And what good does that one do for you, Sharon? I think that's the last word that applies to you. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, you could pick a better one than that. Yeah, but I'm thinking of a few, but I'm assuming that these one words are going to, fill me up, fill my heart up, and it's just something I can live by. In the meantime, I'm going to stick with my despite. It works for me. So anyway, I had that 1 hour session. It was amazing. And thinking now this was my first contact with other people in social media. I've tried to put little meetups together and little masterminds together just to see if I can find a little working group that we could do. But it doesn't seem that anybody is really interested in doing that. And, and in truth, I am so busy trying to learn this. Like, there is so much to learn. And when you don't have resources, it kind of makes the job twice as hard, right? So I have to apply myself and be creative and, how I get this learned and how I get this done. But what I've done here, because I missed Tim's videos last week, I uploaded them at the same time and I noticed how well they did. So I was thinking that maybe my way of thanking, right? Because I got a little boost, a little kick ahead, I'm going to say, because it remotivated me and made me think where my place is in this social media. And I think my place is just with you guys, right? I'm just going to trust that Google and YouTube are going to find my tribe and find the people that I'm supposed to hang with and people who are supposed to hang with me. And I'm just going to keep learning what I'm supposed to learning, or I'm going to keep learning what I'm supposed to learn and learn off the proper people. There are so many people out there teaching YouTube, teaching different platforms of social media. And, I've been taking the information wherever I can get the information, but I have my guys. I do have my main guys that I like, and I share them to Twitter because, again, I want the business and the provincial organizations here in Manitoba to be number one on the game, where other cities are failing, because I don't mind letting people know that I'm a dum-dum when it comes to the digital age. And I guess right now I can say I'm probably not so dum-dum anymore. But I really think that what I'm learning, my city could only benefit from. So I know I tweet lots of shares. I share a lot, but I keep it with my tight group. And I've written them down here. I have 7 of them. I didn't realize I had 7 of them. And I have other ones too that I watch their content. But these are my guys. These are the ones that I never miss a video from, right? So if you're really interested in learning what I'm doing, and we can stray off of this whenever you want to. If you guys want to talk about something else, hey, we can talk about something else. But for those of you who do follow me because of, the people that I follow, I'm going to tell you, I made little slips like it's a raffle, and I got this container right? Because we're not going to do it, because I have my favorites, but it's not for everybody to know, right? Because everybody's equal and everybody brings something different to the table, right? But these are my guys. This is Tim Schroer. He's going to be the first one in my jar. And what I'm going to do is each week for the next 7 weeks, I'm going to pull one of these gentlemen. There are no women, even though I do watch Mel Robbins. I really love her. She is so real and she's so smart. But my guys, right? I got a crew and I'm sticking to these guys, right? So my first one is Tim. Tim was the first one, Tim Schroer, and you can find these gentlemen in my Twitter feed, because whenever they upload something, I'm sharing it. So you're more than welcome to go find me on Twitter and you'll be able to watch their content. And he was the first one I started watching, and he taught me how to get my channel started and everything. And he set me up really, really good. I got lost probably about a year after I started my YouTube channel. I just stopped taking the courses. I think I did Creator Academy. I did the little courses and stuff on the Creator Academy, but I stopped watching Tim for some reason. I lost him. And for almost a year. And then after that year, I started noticing that, I wasn't getting as many views or anything. And I just really wanted to learn. And I just didn't know what was going on. So I was learning in a Creator Academy. And somehow I bumped into Roberto. And I'll never forget that day I bumped into Roberto. Roberto saved my butt. He is my main guy. I owe Roberto everything. He is so smart, and he's just not YouTube. He's Instagram. He's huge on Twitter. People think I tweet lots. Yeah, Roberto tweets lots. But he is so smart and he's so kind, and he gives out all that information for free. And he's going into my jar here, and he's getting a week. And what I'm doing is I'm going to be uploading some of the videos that I thought were super beneficial to what I was learning. And some of the videos I think that lots of people would benefit from. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to pick. And all week I am going to be retweeting and tweeting their content and just focus. I'll still, retweet everybody who's uploading during the week, but I'm really going to focus on that creator. This is my way of saying thank you, because I'm a poor person, so I can't become a member right now on their channels. But I tell you, wow, when I when I do get that break, yes, there's some love going around. Who do we have next? Steve at Dottotech. I've just met Steve, I would say, in probably about the last 6 months. He's got about 200, just over 200,000 subscribers. He's my age. He's a baby boomer, and he teaches tech to baby boomers. So Owen's here too. I didn't see Owen was here. Owen's here. Oh, awesome. Hi, Owen. He doesn't miss too many either. Awesome. Andrew's entertaining everybody, and Sharon's entertaining everybody. Yeah, still no Nancy yet, but yes. So Steve over at Dottotech has been really, because I'm not very big on tech, and it's slow for me to learn on tech because I can't afford the tech, right? So even though I'm still using my Galaxy S7 Edge, which has the most amazing camera. Oh, who's on? Oh, Evan Carmichael just uploaded a video. So this is Evan. So if you want to see some great videos and you want some great training, and if you're feeling down when it comes to digital media. Like this guy will lift you up. Like yeah, you can't go wrong if you have this guy on your side for sure. So yeah, he's just uploaded. But my Galaxy S7 Edge and my camcorder that I use have been pretty much all my Osmo, which I did have to sell in, but I sold it at a good time because I paid almost $400 for that Osmo. And now the Osmo mobiles are so popular now, you can get them for under $150, brand new. And for those of you who watch my Explore videos and you see that really smooth video that I have, that's the Osmo that does that for me. But anyway, Steve at Dottotech, he's going to get a whole week of sharing on my Twitter. So I'm going to go back over some of his best videos. So his is tech. So he does a lot like I'm learning slides, and I'm learning sheets, and I'm learning calendar. Like I'm learning these apps through him, He's teaching these ones. So he's a really good one to have in your pocket. So if you're interested in learning, he's a good one to have. These are the people. Like I said, there's so many people out there who teach social media. These are the ones that I follow. And I picked these ones personally because I like them. They're nice guys, you know. They can keep my attention. I just enjoy, you know, hanging out with them. Nick Nimmin. Well, we'll get to his because he's in here too. Yeah, he's another story, him and his 6-hour lives. Yeah. You want to talk about a sucker for productivity? He sucks my productivity, that guy, for sure. Who do we have here? Oh, I want everybody. I consider myself an explorer, but I'm more of a wannabe explorer. You know, like I follow explorers. Like if you follow me on Twitter, this one gentleman, Chris Patkow, I hope I'm pronouncing his name. He's a true like Arctic explorer. Like he does incredible explorers, like true explorer stuff. And yeah, this is my guy for photography. He does landscape photography, but I don't know if he would call himself an explorer, but I call him an explorer. What he does is he has a camper, and he gets in his camper and he goes camping, and he takes landscape photography, and he videotapes his experience as he's doing his explores and his photography, and he teaches the photography. I don't know why I'm showing this because it'll probably be a mirror image, right? His name is Thomas Heaton. So if you follow my videos and you trust my judgment, and you're not interested in photography, but you're just interested in a really nice guy who likes to explore and has beautiful landscapes, check out Thomas Heaton. Just Google him and he'll pop up right away. He's got hundreds of thousands of subscribers too. He's very popular. I watch Peter McKinnon. Peter McKinnon's very good too, and he's a fellow Canadian, so you know I love his content too. But Thomas Heaton, he uploads something. I don't think I've missed a video of his in over a year. So he's another one that I'm going to suggest that you follow. Okay, let's get to, they go on one slip. They knew. I'm sure they would expect to go on one slip. Nick and Dee Nimmin. They're two brothers. Dee does videos on your phone. So all the phone content that I'm learning, you know, like my different apps and stuff that I can use with my phone. I'm learning that from Dee. Nick is a content creator too, and he was, I think, my he was my third content creator that I bumped into. And I think I bumped into him when he had like 12,000 subscribers. Now I can't even think how many subscribers he has. He's pretty big now. I'm sure he's got a couple of 100,000, but yeah, he's one of the big ones. But he does a live show every Saturday. So him and his brother D, they do it together, and they do a live show on Saturday morning. So if you wanted to subscribe, I'm part of the Niminati. It's a name that they give to their followers and their viewers. And I'm loyal. I don't think I've missed a video of theirs either. I may have missed a parts of their live shows only because their live shows run anywhere from 4 to 6 hours on Saturdays, and they cover anything. They do reviews on other channels. They give out tips. They have great banter with each other. They have guests that come on the show. And Andrew Can, which is TubeBuddy. Now, I'm an affiliate of TubeBuddy. I don't expect that I'll ever make anything, but TubeBuddy has helped me out lots too because I manage my own channel. This is an app that helps me to manage my... No way, Asanka's here. Look at everybody. Holy cow, how long do you get to stay tonight, though? Do you get to stay for a while? Yeah, lots of fur babies, this one. Cats and a dog, 1 or 2 dogs. I'm not too sure. I think 1 dog. But yes, Nick and Dee, going in the jar, they're going to get 1 week. So before I end going live tonight, we'll find out who starts on, what day will we start this? Monday? Okay, we'll start Monday to Saturday because, yes, because I'm situated within city business and city organizations, they're kind of a Monday to Friday group, which is a good tip for my content creator instructors. If anybody should ever happen onto any of my videos, Monday to Fridays, huge. They really, really like your content. So we have, so far in the jar, we have Steve from Dottotech. We have Tim Shore from Video Creators. We have Roberto Blake. See? I'm giving you hugs, Roberto. He thinks that because we're online, right, that people don't really care. And because I've been with Roberto for 3 years now, Roberto, you don't know me, but I know you. And if we ever bump into each other, oh, you're damn rights, we're gonna hug. We're gonna hug it out. You've done lots for me. Whew. Okay, Kleenex time. It's been an emotional week. Everybody's had me crying all week, so don't be worrying about me. Asanka, I'm so happy to see that you've come in here. I'm so happy to see you here. He never misses a video, and he'll come in and comment a couple of times, but seriously, yeah, this is the first time live. Popped in live last time just to say hi for 1 minute and took off, but yeah. And they are happy tears. I'm so lucky that I have YouTube. You know, I'm just so lucky to have these wonderful people that I'm getting to meet and getting to know. Like, seriously, what if I had gone, you know, super viral and gotten super busy with my channel? I might not have gotten to know some of you as well as I have, you know, and what happens if I somehow, you know, make this work for me? I'm definitely going to want to take some of you with me way long before I even take one in my family that don't believe in me. Yeah. And then Thomas, I was just talking about Thomas. He's, and even though I'm still on my phone and I have my camcorder, right? I can't afford a camera, but, you know, I watch reviews. I keep up to date on how to use these cameras so that when I do have the opportunity to get that camera, I'm going to not be so, you know, lost in what to do with it. I haven't even taken a sip of my coffee. See my big Tim Hortons mug? My mugs are like, 15 years old. Yeah, my whole cupboard is filled with these. Oh, you've missed a couple of videos. Oh, I've done a couple. I did a mukbang. I can't believe I sat there and I let people watch me eat. And it didn't even bother me. I thought it was actually quite fun. Yes, but I found an abandoned house. I did a fall supper and I did a mukbang down at a fall supper. Oh, I went to a fall supper this past weekend down in Sunset, Manitoba. It's a southwest corner of the province. It was a beautiful drive. It took me quite a while at the pace I go and the stops I make and everything. And I was trying to get like a video, explore video out of it and everything, and hoping to pop across an abandoned and I did come across some abandons, but none that I could really go and check out without, having to really track some people down. And, dinner wasn't going to wait for me. So I had to keep on the road and keep going. And so I didn't get much in the way of video. So I didn't upload a video of that fall supper this week. But on the way home, I'm not getting out, right? And I was enjoying myself so much that I went down I was trying to make the outing last, and I went down this dirt road because I kind of sort of knew in the direction I had needed to go in, right? Whether I'm following satellites or just instinct. And I went down this road and I got totally lost on this road. And as I was driving down this narrow gravel road, I don't know what caught my eye, whether it was like the highlights of the moon kind of reflecting through the windows or something. But I caught sight of a church window, like light coming through a church window. So I turned my car around and I went sideways and I threw on my high beams, and it was a church. It was a beautiful old pioneer church. It couldn't have been more than, maybe 20 yards off the road. It was, and I had the high beams going on it. And I wasn't even thinking, I didn't have my bear spray on me. I just grabbed my flashlight out of my glove compartment and I jumped out of the car. I was so excited and I grabbed my camera. It was pitch black. It did not matter how good my flashlight was. I wasn't going to see anything. And I got up to the front of the church through this grass that was coming up to my chest, right? And really, I shouldn't be doing that, especially in the dark, because, I could, there's a well going on there somewheres, or maybe an old pit from an outhouse that I would have fallen into. But I ran up to this church, and the whole front of the church, was gone. Like, it was gone. There was part of the earning, but the whole front wall of this church was gone. And I walked in, and there were like pews all rotted. I could barely see, but when I looked up to the ceiling, it was all that punch metal paneling all over the ceiling. It was amazing. And I was so bummed. Like, I had my fingers crossed that I did get some footage, and I got little specks of it, but nothing worth uploading. So I jumped back in my car, gave myself heck for jumping out of the car to start with and running across that little field to go check out the church in the pitch black, out nowheres, right? And I was using my camcorder because I'd already killed the battery on my phone. So if I had gotten stuck out there, it wasn't like I was going to be able to contact. I probably didn't even have service out there anyway. It wasn't like I was going to be able to contact anybody without powering up that phone again, which meant, plugging into the dash. I think I had a couple of battery chargers too, but it would have taken overnight to get that done. So I got back in the car and I kept driving, and I have no idea. I just said, Cindy, stay on this gravel road, stay on this gravel road. You're going to come to a crossing at some point and just make note of where it is so that you can come back here sometime. I mean, it's a couple of hours away. But yeah, when I came home, I researched it. I found the church. I found a picture of the church, and I know exactly where it is. And you guys are going to think it's amazing. I can't wait to take you down there to see it. On top of that, I did see a set of headlights too, and a farmhouse close by too. So I'm hoping, maybe while I'm there that maybe I can stop in and maybe talk to the farmer, seeing that the harvest season is unwinding, eh? Oh, here's one. I was on Twitter last week and a tweet showed up, and here in Canada, we're all harvesting and everything, and because we feed the world, and that's not even a joke. Like Patterson's and Sons, like they ship grains and everything. Like we feed the world, and where was I going to go with that? I was going somewheres. Oh, I was talking about the harvest season. But yeah, so harvest season is almost over now. So I'm hoping some of the farmers will have time that maybe they'll be able to chit chat with me, and maybe I can get some good scores. And on top of that, with the leaves falling off the trees and stuff, I have a better glimpse into the crown land, so I could actually see these abandoned. So I'm really hoping I'll be able to get out this week and get an explore for everybody. But that's why I didn't get an abandon this week, because the abandon was in the pitch black and you wouldn't have seen anything anyway. I'm just looking at the yes, I do. And I did do sort of kind of another mukbang at this other one. They had a really good one too. They had a Chinese auction going on, and they had all kinds of beautiful homemade gifts, like homemade quilts and homemade blankets and stuff, like really, really nice things in the Chinese auction too. And they had a beautiful dessert table too. So where were we? Okay, so Thomas Heaton, he's going in the jar. D. Niven, did we cover D? I think we missed somebody. Oh no, we don't. I have a couple of more right here. So D and Nick Niven, they are other guys that I follow on social media. Super nice guys. Like I said, there are lots of people who teach social media out here, but these are the guys that I relate to, and that I think if we met one-to-one, that we'd actually get along pretty good. Super nice guys. And even though they're serious about their content that they're teaching, right? Like when Nick gets training, when he starts divvying out the information, he doesn't even breathe. Everybody just even jokes with him that he doesn't take a breath, because he just gets so into his training, right? But super banter, super fun guys. And if you're Star Trek fans, they like Star Trek and all that sci-fi stuff, which doesn't interest me in the least. I was always into the epic movies, the old black and whites, and like the Gone with the Winds I like the Rat Pack movies too. The ones with Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin, and oh my gosh, there were so many great guys in that Rat Pack crew. And yeah, Frank Sinatra. Yeah, and I'm missing a couple, and it's only because I can't remember their names at this moment. But yeah, I used to like those movies. So this is another main guy of mine. I wouldn't have gotten as far as I have gotten right now. Is this a mirror image for everybody? Are you reading this, or is this backwards? Can somebody let me know so that I know for next time if I decide to show the full name? It's hard typing on the phone. Yeah, so I'm assuming that this is mirror image. So Evan Carmichael is somebody that I could not have done this journey without. He motivates me so much. He motivates me in the mail. I get up in the morning. He's my session start. So any other YouTube creators out there, if you can get your content out before Evan, you'll get my session start. And I tell you, once I get moving in my sessions, I get moving, right? So there's, I probably put in at least 2 hours, 3 hours of training every day. I call it training, but I'm basically watching videos. That's how I consume my training. But he is a motivational speaker, and some of the most important motivational speakers and business people in the community actually look to Evan. And I find that so absolutely amazing that he built that empire of his the way he has. And yeah, I would be lucky to work for such a person. If you're looking to hire, yeah, I'm willing to put my application into that pot. I know that you have 212,000 followers on Twitter. And I'll make sure that goes in the first line if you ever send me an application. Brian G. Johnson. He is so fun and he is so kind. I actually think YouTube gives him the bad chores to do, because he puts these when he has to discourage people or let people know how it really is, things that might hurt their feelings. I think they actually make Brian let his followers know about it, because he's so kind. Like, you could tell he's somebody that doesn't like to hurt feelings. And if I could do something for Evan tonight, Brian, he's waiting. Come on. He's waiting. Evan's waiting, and he's going in the jar right now on his week. I hope to retweet. There you go. Those are my guys, 7 guys. There are other people I follow. Marcus, he teaches me affiliate marketing. I don't know. I think maybe affiliate marketing. I don't know. I'm learning it, and I think I could be good for it. I don't know. I just keep following what they're teaching me and trying to apply as I go. Yeah, Yoshi's watching. Here, Yoshi. Oh, bring it up. Chase it. Yeah. I was saying earlier, Asanka, I have my mother's cat. My mother passed away a few years ago, and my sister made me take her cat. So it's 20 years old now. It's an old cat. It doesn't do anything. And the past week, it isn't even eating right now. And so I'm going through that sad stuff. And, it's like when they say it's the best of times and the worst of times. It's how life is, right? Always when something is good is happening, there's always something crappy in the background, trying to mess it up at the same time. And it's just a matter of, just kind of going with the waves. And it's just kind of what I'm doing with my YouTube channel here. And yeah, so should we shake the jar and take a pick here? And before I do that, I want to thank Lily. If any of you follow her, let her know how much I appreciate the kindness that she did for me. She was, like I said, it wasn't, I didn't get what I wanted out of that session, but I definitely got what I needed. And I think she was right. I think sharing with everybody and just being true to who I am. And, there was never a real big plan to start with. And I think she's right. Just being honest with everybody and just letting everybody just follow me in this journey of mine, because it's going to be interesting. Seriously, if I could do this, yeah, I expect a few of you are going to come along for the ride and want to do this too. But anyway, let's pick this jar out of this jar. And the first person I picked today is starting on Monday. I am going to, because I need to know now so I can start looking at their videos and figuring out which ones I got a lot out of. I might even go into my liked videos. Actually, that's probably the best way for me to do it, is to go right into my liked videos and find their best content. I have the name right here. This is the first person that I'm going to share content with numerous times every day during the week. And, subscribe to my Twitter channel, watch their content, and see if this works for you. Thomas Heaton. the one I learned my photography from, my landscapes. Now, if you haven't seen my photos in Instagram, I can be found Prairie Dodgers right across the board. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook. I'm not in love with Facebook right now, only because they're not in love with me. But, at some point, I may be on there because from what I hear, I've been learning actually this week who was talking about Facebook. Actually, it was probably even today. It might have even been, oh my gosh, who was it? It might have even been Brian today talking about Facebook. So I think, I may at some point give it another shot, but I don't want to overload myself, right? I really, really want to enjoy my experience on YouTube and on social media. And I don't want to overload myself with stuff that I can't keep up to. So I'm keeping it Twitter, Instagram. I do have a Google Plus profile. I do. And it's Prairie Dodgers, and you'll find that too if you wanted to follow. I know Nancy follows me on Google Plus. I'm pretty certain. Yeah, a few people follow me through Google Plus. Sharon, yes, definitely you can follow me there if you want to. Hangouts. I love Hangouts. I just did my first Hangout. It was fun. It was lots of fun. Now, if any of you could figure out how to get an invitation to me on Hangouts, hey, let's talk. Seriously. And if I can pass on any information I have, I'm really good at getting you to the people that you need to be at. If you want to learn something or if you want to find something out. But whatever knowledge I have, I'm happy to pass that on too. So definitely, I would love to meet some of you. And if you wanted to come and chat with me, like face to face, hey, come in and find me on Google and we'll do Google Hangouts. I think it would be lots of fun. Oh, for sure. For sure, Sanka. Yeah, because I keep promising that I'm going to come out to Calgary and I was going to take you out exploring and yeah. I'm trying to find the gas to get to work, let alone get the gas to get to Calgary. But when I do, I'm definitely going to take that trip. And I do get invites sometimes from different creators in Saskatchewan and Saskatoon specifically that want to do some exploring with me, and I would love to do that. But isn't that exciting? So when I'm done here tonight, I'm going to go and find some of he's got some amazing videos, some wonderful. If you really like photography, Owen, for sure, if you can do Hangouts, let's all hang out. Yeah, whenever you want. I'm just send me an invite and I'll accept for sure, and we'll chat it up for sure. For sure. Okay, so what else is on my agenda tonight? I wanted to share everybody that wonderful gift that I got this week from Evan Carmichael and from Lily. An opportunity like that. I mean, Evan Carmichael has 1.6 million subscribers. Like, seriously. And not only that, the next day I went to his Instagram and I just messaged him a quick thank you. And the next day I got up in the morning and it said I had a video message. And I went and checked my video message and he just messaged me to say thank you himself. And I thought, and that gave me such a boost. But let's talk about everybody else now. Now that I've gotten the YouTube stuff out of the way, we might not have. You know me. I love talking YouTube. But let's talk about something else. Yeah, a few of our regulars didn't show up tonight, eh? I gave a couple. Did anybody get notices today that I was going to be going live? I went and I did it a couple of hours early so that maybe like notifications would get out. If you haven't hit the notification bell, it's not a guarantee that Google or YouTube is going to notify you that I'm uploading or I'm going live. So if you hit that notification bell, it will. It'll make sure that you get a notification, and then the next time I go live or upload a video, you'll get notice. I really don't like the lighting. I just look really pasty today, but yeah, you do what we got to do. At least there's no buffering. Oh, and also Nick Nimmin, he did a video because I've been using OBS, right? So I went and I what did you call that? I took it out of my system, and then I put the new OBS studio in my system, and I was going to check that out and then maybe try that for my live tonight, but I didn't think I was going to have enough time, right? So I'm just looking here, and yeah, everybody's another message. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't miss anything. My notifications for whoever I follow, I hit the notification button. And like I said, I follow about 200. I have about 200 subscriptions. About 50 of them I follow regular because I don't just follow YouTube creation. Oh, explore with us. Oh, that was nice of you. I've been watching your lives. You've been doing so well. I don't know who in my channel is watching Explore with Us. I'm assuming most of you are. They have the most amazing live shows going on now. Yeah, the two of them, they're so good. And I'm so happy that you've been putting yourself on camera. I noticed that the past couple of months you've been putting yourselves on camera, and you're so beautiful. I don't know why you didn't do that before. When I had those of you who remember when I was exploring with my girlfriend, and she was so beautiful, and all my subscribers absolutely just loved her. And I used to tease her all the time that she was my bait, and that's how come I was getting so many subscribers. Because I think when I started uploading videos, it only took a couple of months, and I had like 2,000 subscribers. Yeah, I've slowed down since then, but I think I take it a little bit more, my YouTube a little bit more serious now. But if any of my subscribers are not subscribed to Explore with Us, you're definitely wanting to be watching their channel. Oh yeah, they're doing really well for themselves too. How many subscribers do you have now? It's got to be close to 200,000. They're doing really, really well. Yeah, they're competing in the urban exploration. Yeah, and I've been actually thinking of taking those keywords, urban exploration, right out of my tags, just for the fact that my followers are a lot more mature, and I'm sure Explore with Us can attest to how not nice some people can be in the comments, right? And 400,000, congratulations. 400,000. Wow. Congratulations. That's absolutely, and well deserved, like well deserved. And you're really good with letting everybody know when you're uploading, because most of the times when you go live, I'm getting my notification off of Twitter. I don't know if you knew that you were getting a lot of your notifications, because you seem you always go onto Twitter and you let us all know that you'll be going live soon. So yeah, I've been keeping up on your travels. Yeah, you're just too fancy for me now. Yeah, congratulations. Yeah, but again, like I said, people sometimes are not kind online, and so I've been kind of thinking if I took my keywords, my key tags out of my tags, that maybe that I could minimize the wrong people finding my channel and then maybe not saying nice things or harassing my subscribers or what have you, right? But that would be a big loss, because I remember I asked that question once before, and I watched a video, and Nick Niman actually answered it for me. Um, Actually, explore with us. Can you let us know who you use for training? I don't know if you've just popped in, but we just did a little contest here. Next week on Twitter, I'm promoting Thomas Heaton, right? He's one of the guys that I learned photography from. But some of my favorites I put into a bowl, and every week for the next 7 weeks. Oh, yes, Creator Insider, for sure, for sure. Yeah, so for the next 7 weeks, I am going to be sharing content from these creators on my Twitter all week long. Well, can I tell you why, Andrew, why people follow you? And why my suggestion for you, Andrew? I think you need to make a playlist of your liked videos. People are following you because you find amazing content. That's why people follow you, because when they follow you, they see what you, if you had a playlist of your liked videos, of videos that you liked, then people who follow you wouldn't have to keep their eye open for all those creators, because they have the same interests as you. So now what they're doing is they're following you and watching your playlist of your liked videos. So they're watching all your liked videos. So my suggestion for you, Andrew, is probably make a liked video playlist for your subscribers, right? I think that's a perfect thing for you to do, Andrew, because you have such good taste in content. Look at it, you're subscribed to me. Joking. How many animals do you have, Azanka? I'm going to take a guess that you have 4 cats and 1 dog. No, 5 cats and 1 dog. Oh, Andrew, if you should ever want to learn social media, definitely contact me through Hangouts. Definitely, you got my address. Send me your email, and me and you will work on it together. Because yes, you're an interesting man in yourself, and I think you would have a lot to offer to this platform. For sure, you do. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're a big part of my channel, Andrew. I love you. I absolutely. And the last time when you commented on my last video this week, or last week when you commented on my video, and you said that um what was it that you said? Um you said something, oh, about missing my live and how you were looking forward to my next live. And I was thinking, oh, Andrew, if you had watched my last live, you would have seen everybody asking after you. Everybody asked after you when you didn't show up for my last live. Yeah, you missed my last live. You might have to go back. I changed my thumbnails on those. I'm going to change them a little bit more with maybe some dates and maybe a topic name. I have to go through each one and see what the topics were that I was chatting about, but I'm assuming it was something about YouTube. Oh, what a great idea, Andrew, for a channel. That is an excellent idea. Would you read also? Would you read like during the different weeks? Like you could have like a 1 hour episode where you would read out of the book, or maybe you could sit in your chair and discuss with us, different aspects, and let us know what books you're reading so that we can follow in on those books. Yeah. I won't be getting another cat when this this poor little thing. Let me bend down for 1 second. I'm going to introduce you. Oh, I know. This is Ginger, my 20-year-old cat. He's an old one, and I'm just going to lay him down here. He doesn't do anything. What? I know, sweetie. He's so old. He's such an he's such an old cat now. I feel so bad for him, but you know, when he's gone, that'll be the end of the cats for me. Um, I want to hit the road. I want to figure something out that I'm either working Monday to Friday or making good money or working for myself. I'm going to have those funds so that I can get out and explore. I want to be on the road as much as I can. Oh, yeah. There was a time you couldn't even touch this cat. I don't know. He bit everybody. He was just a nasty cat. I just did not want to take him. But, you know, my sisters, the whole family, you know what it is when parents pass and everything. The whole family was in uproar, and I didn't want, you know, my cat had just passed, so I had space. So it was a big fight, but I ended up taking the cat, and I've had him for about 4 years now. But it's close. It's close now, and I may get a dog. I've never had a dog. I've never thought of myself as a dog person. Make a Nishan name. What's that? Owen? Yeah, but I think a dog might be good for me. Ray's land has a trailer home on it. Um, I was in it probably 20 years ago. I was thinking of making it into my retirement home. It's way out nowheres. Like there's nothing out there. It would probably take me over an hour to drive to the nearest town for sure. But it has a big deck on it that the floor needs to be redone. What it was is when he bought it, he never used the house. So it was a brand new trailer home, but it was from like the 1970s, and it just slowly rotted away over the decades. Like a couple of years ago, he put a new roof on it. And then last year he put a front deck on it. And I said, you put a front deck on that trailer? And then I'm thinking, like, is it worth putting a front deck on that trailer? Because if it is, you know, let's get that floor fixed on the porch. And, you know, I could live there rent free. How awesome would that be? And I would be so close to camp that I could do my bushcraft videos. You know, I I have ideas, you know, and then I go off and I idea about something else. But yeah, we just work. I just go with the waves, and you know, if it happens, it happens. But what do you guys think about me doing the bushcraft videos again and going back to camp this winter? What are your thoughts on that? Because I've been thinking about doing that. I'm going to want to do content over the winter, but I would like to get more involved in it with my province if I can, and you know, maybe do some of the festivals and I did have fun with that camp. I just wish that I had gotten it fixed up the way I did. And if we need to get cracking on that, yeah, we got a month. I'm sure I can get Ray to finish off that fort for me. And once I got it all sorted, and on top of that, I found old springs behind a shed and an old 50-gallon drum that I think we can chop to make some kind of oven or stove out of. I don't know. Oh, okay. Yeah. It looks like a lot of us are using pets as our thumbnails, eh? Well, I'm not using pets as a thumbnail. I'm actually using mine as a picture of an old hunter's cabin with the old log frame with the chinking in between the logs, and then with me just standing in the doorway. You can't really see as thumbnails goes. It's not the best thumbnail, but it kind of has some nice texture the way the logs are going. So I don't know. I keep that thumbnail. It beats my last thumbnail, which was just a picture of a big barn. Isn't it wonderful that Explore With Us showed up to say hi in our live feed? That was very thoughtful. Oh, they're still here too. Oh, is that ever nice? Very thoughtful. Oh, look at me, all these comments that I'm missing. Yes, so Andrew, great idea. I think you should start a YouTube channel. I can help you. I can help to make it a little bit easier. You know, I had nobody to help me along. I would love to return some of the favors and kindnesses that have been, you know, offered up to me. So yes, if you're interested, definitely contact me and I would be happy to help you. And at the very least, get you to the right people. And some of these people in my jar that we talked about tonight, you know, these are the is in my thoughts, like people who are like me, which is usually how YouTube and Google, you know, those are the audience they like to give you is you know, people like yourself. So I'm assuming that a lot of you would probably really enjoy learning from these gentlemen that I learned from. They are amazing guys and super smart and super funny. Whether it's Roberto, you know, during the week, it's a good idea too when I do my Twitter things next week. I'm going to give little points that I noticed about the guys and little idiosyncrasies about them. But when we mentioned Roberto, you know, you don't mess with Roberto. You know, when you're with there, he's there to teach you, and you're there to learn, and yeah, you don't want to mess when he's on a roll. Don't get him swayed off because that'll get him upset, and yeah, you won't like Roberto when he's upset. Well, I like Roberto when he's upset, but because I like watching because you can just see how he always tries to rein himself in. Like you could just see him reining himself in. And I'm just thinking, you know, you are who you are, right? You know, you just got to be genuine and that's Roberto, you know, that's Roberto. And he's got a huge heart. And if you've been with him for any length of time, you would know that right away. Yeah, Roberto Blake. I found him. And when I felt like I said, I was saying earlier, I was almost a year with just learning off the Creator Academy online. Like I didn't even know about creating content creator trainers. You know, instructors. I didn't even know that there were people out there, you know, putting up videos to teach me how to do YouTube. But yeah, I felt like I had walked into the middle of a class when I walked into one of Roberto's videos, and I remember making a comment, and I remember him commenting back to me too. He said something like, you know, it makes me wonder if my content that I create might be a little bit too much for new YouTubers. And I thought about it, and you know, I'm a new YouTuber, you know, I didn't know anything, you know, and that's why I was there. I was there to learn. But you know, I was determined to listen to him. There was something about him. He was. I just caught whiff right away that he was there to teach anybody who was willing to learn. And you know, like I said, I couldn't afford to buy his. He has a thumbnail kit, so I'm gonna promote that right now. So if you wanted to join his Creator Academy, he has a thumbnail kit, starter kit that he sells, and my all my thumbnails I do with my Tube Buddy. Tube Buddy is amazing at keeping me on track with my channel. It tells me when I miss things, when I upload. There are certain procedures that you do when you go to upload your video, and it's a checklist, right? And so TubeBuddy keeps me on track to make sure that I've checked everything off my list before I upload my video, so everything runs up nice and smooth, and it makes sure that I've got all my proper tags in there so that the right people find my video where necessary. And so they also have a thumbnail generator, and you can generate, and I don't know if anybody's been into my thumbnails lately, but Lily, when she looked at my channel the other day, she thought my thumbnails were lovely. So I guess I'm doing okay. And I actually changed all my thumbnails recently too. Not much, but I changed my colors because I noticed that turquoise is being used a lot this year on YouTube channels. So I'm just kind of bringing the green tones and trying to get rid of the blue tones out of my main colors, right? So that's what I was doing. So I use TubeBuddy and I use Snapseed. So the thumbnail I use for my live tonight, I actually use Snapseed to do that one. So and I learned Snapseed, and I got that great app because Dean Niman actually suggested that. So, like I said, I get a lot of use out of these gentlemen who have been teaching me. I don't know if I'm gentlemen, because I know, if they ever heard that, they'll say, gentleman, yeah, who's a gentleman around here? Because they're just regular guys who know their stuff and teach it, right? So follow me on Twitter next week. You're going to meet some great guys. You're going to watch some wonderful content. Make some comments on my because I don't get a lot of engagement, right? Because I'm retweeting their content. So they're the ones that are going to be getting the engagement on that. Once in a while, somebody will give me a thumbs up because, I hooked them on to the video. But on the norm, I get the engagement, and that's pretty much it. I don't get the real engagement. I don't get the likes and the thumbs up and stuff on that, right? I just get the main engagements. And I'm doing a lot of engagements now. I'm getting, I'm probably going to do 200,000 engagements on my Twitter this month. Like every month it seems to be going up higher and higher, right? And same with my followers too. I think this month I gained maybe 12 new followers on my Twitter. So I thought that was pretty good too. And especially the way I throw that content, like following me on Twitter can be probably hard. I try to bunch my tweets together because otherwise I'd be tweeting. Like sometimes I can tweet on the hour. It depends if it's my day off from work or something and I'm really into my content, then I'll be tweeting off. As soon as I watch the video, then I'll share it amongst my other platforms. And so I know that my followers are a lot slower on Twitter because I'm forcing, I'm not sure if I'm forcing it because it gets a lot of engagement, but the people who are following me on Twitter are not following me for the wonderful little comments I make about the festivals going on in the city or the nice little bird pictures and the nice little field pictures. Like I like farm fields. I've been taking a lot of pictures of farm fields lately, and I really like my farm fields. But on Twitter, they're not following me for that. They're following me for my YouTube creator content, the content that I'm learning from. And I put it on Twitter just because, again, the people I follow and the people who are following me work in the city and work for the provincial organizations and stuff. So I'm kind of situating myself somewhere so that the city could actually maybe benefit from these people that are training me, and I'm sharing them off. So they're getting a lot, and they're Monday to Friday. So it's slow to get those followers on my Twitter account, but I'm good with that. I still tweet my metal detecting channels that I watch, and I still share off my own thoughts and my funny cute videos that I come across. But on the whole, I keep it pretty tight. I keep it pretty much kind of sharing the videos that I'm training on. So even though you might be not at the stage that I'm at, if you go to my liked videos on my YouTube channel, you can go all the way back to the beginning, to the very first video that I liked. And you can start watching those videos that trained me into doing what I'm doing now. I'm not sure always if it's going to be YouTube content. I'm always, whenever I'm off exploring and going on my adventures, for sure, because I love doing YouTube videos, I'll always upload those whenever I can. But I have a feeling that I'm going to probably go more into maybe brand management, being more mature. I'm not looking to be a superstar. I'm thinking more about imprinting and leaving a little something behind, when I'm gone, and maybe helping my city maybe move into this new digital age, right? Like I said, it's going to be all hands on deck in another couple of years when this social media thing goes on, and there's only a few hundred or a few thousand of us willing to jump on board and help business and help different organizations and different personalities and other brands run their brands, right? So I expect that I'm probably going to be in pretty high demand. So I'm just going to continue training and learning. And look at, I'm still talking about YouTube. Welcome to Cindy's live shows. They always seem to be about YouTube. Let's go down and see what everybody is yapping about. See, I'm missing all these comments here, but I'm going to go over my live, and I'm going to see what I've missed. Dave's here. When did you get here, Dave? Holy moly. See, I'm not keeping track. Oh, you just got here. Chat emoji. Now, I don't know about emojis. I get emojis all the time. And I think it's Jen, one of my subscribers. She lives here in Manitoba, down in Ross. And she uses emojis, and every once in a while she'll send me a little emoji, and I try and figure out what she's trying to say. But I don't talk emoji, right? But I guess maybe I should learn a little bit of it. Basically when I'm watching other people's videos, or when I'm watching lives, I'm pretty much stick to the thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. Let me see who's here. And if you're enjoying my live video, that would be nice if you gave me a thumbs up. I know I'm talking forever. What time is it? Oh, it's only 8:30. What time? Oh, it's an hour and a half. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you stayed through the whole thing. Buddy's here. Holy moly, Buddy. I haven't seen you or heard from you in just like the longest time. Holy cow, Buddy. I'm happy to see you. Excellent. Excellent. You might not know everybody here in the lives, but some of the people that are in the lives right now join me on lives almost every time that I go live, and we have like the best conversations ever. And, it's just usually us chatting, or then just you guys chatting with each other as I'm talking about YouTube or ranting off about something silly that nobody's interested in. Yeah, we're just hanging out. Oh, Buddy, I'm happy to see you here. Wow. So we're not missing too many tonight. Steve didn't show up tonight. Nancy is busy, obviously, doing something. I haven't seen Lottie in forever. I hope Lottie is doing good. I know a lot of my subscribers are my age or older, right? So I know my audience is more mature. So it worries me that when I don't get comments, or I don't get little thumbs up, that maybe somebody's passed away, or somebody's ill or not doing well. Contact me, find me. I'm all about I'm all about uh, the Google chat. It was so much fun the other day when I did it with Lily. So, oh, look at all the thumbs up. That's so awesome. So glad everybody's kind of hanging out with me. I feel so much better. Like I'm sure everybody can just even feel how better I feel about things. It's just a matter of I haven't been around my own kind, and when Evan did that for me, and I had to reply to the emails and I had to make arrangements. I could have, just pretended like I didn't see, and avoid things like, but, opportunities like that don't come very often. Is it fun to hang out with me? Yeah. Well, I always say, when people, you might not always like me, but you can't say I'm not interesting. I used to say that to my coworkers. Mm. I haven't even been drinking my coffee too. And I ran off to Tim Hortons to grab my coffee tonight so I could have a real Tim Hortons coffee. I buy the bag Tim Hortons too, but it never tastes the same when I make it at home as it does when it's the cream. Yeah, I like the cream. I try to do it black, but yeah, black doesn't do anything for me. I always say if the end of the world ever came, if some horrible catastrophe ever happened here in Winnipeg, I would be running off to Safeway, breaking into Safeway, and heading straight to the coffee aisle and loading up on coffee. Oh, there goes my chat. We're just going to, there we go, we're back again. I would just stock my car with coffee because you know how rich I could get just by selling coffee, because it'd probably take decades for the beans to grow on those trees and for anybody to get coffee. I would just make berry stashes. I would like visit apartment to apartment and I would take the old coffee canisters, whatever was left in them, and I would bury them. And I would open up a coffee shop and I would charge $1,000 a cup for a cup of coffee. Yeah, lots of people drink coffee black. My sisters drink their coffee black, but they're always dieting. So I always figure that they don't take the cream because of the coffee, or don't drink the Tim Hortons double doubles because of the calories in the coffee, right? Because I know there's lots of calories, but oh, it tastes good. A good old double double. Yeah. Keep losing my chat here for a second. For a good cup of coffee, they actually opened up an Owl Coffee across from the train station. Now, that was another explore I wanted to do. Our Via Rail train station is absolutely beautiful. It would be like Grand Central Station in New York. We have beautiful train stations here. And they built a hotel to go with the train station too, right across. Like the hotel. Um, Fort Garry Hotel, absolutely just beautiful. Yeah. And there's actually a room in there that's supposed to be haunted. Yeah, that would be fun. I could rent one of the rooms in that hotel and see if we can see a ghost. So Asanka, what do you use for shooting your videos when you do your cat videos? Asanka does cat videos. If you wanted to subscribe, um, they're usually short, 2 or 3 minutes long. But I'm assuming that he's using his smartphones for that. Yeah, so that was my idea. The end of the world comes, I'm going straight to the stores, and I'll go for the beef jerky too, because yeah, I'm assuming that we're going to need our proteins and our vitamins, and yeah, I'm one of those people that expect to live to be 100, right? I love my vitamins. I live on vitamins. I eat my vitamins like they're candy. Oh, candy. Okay, I have not, this is terrible. I don't even know why I'm laughing about this. I gave up candy 4 years ago. I have not eaten any candy in 4 years. And it wasn't really that difficult. But yesterday I went to the store and I saw this. Again, it's mirror image, but this is the old Canada M&Ms. And I saw this and I remember Nick Nimmin, he loves his M&Ms, right? And I went, oh, wouldn't that be neat if I could send him a little Easter basket or a little Halloween basket? And and that thing made it into my little hand basket. I don't know how it did. And I ate them all in 24 hours. That was a pretty big bag of M&Ms too, and I ate them all and enjoyed them immensely. Yeah. And I don't feel that guilty, and I'm sure it's not going to make me go back to candy because I was never really a big, well, yeah, I was a big candy fan. Yeah, I love jujubes and those little fruit candies with the sugar on them. Oh, just gotta love those too. Yeah, chocolate seems to be a guy thing. Like my brother-in-law, like he actually has these crazy cravings for chocolate, and he'll make my sister make him a homemade chocolate cake, or go down to Dairy Queen for one of those peanut butter parfaits or something, eh? With the fudge on them. Yeah, but yeah, I've never been a big fan of chocolate, I don't think. I'm a big vanilla fan. I like vanilla ice cream, even though anything cream doesn't really agree with me anymore these days. As you get older, you find that you get a little bit lactose intolerant, but you drink it anyway. So I got everything I wanted out of this. I didn't mean to keep everybody talking on my life for so long, but I was having such a good time. Sanka likes the carbs. Oh, that's another downfall. I'm a peanut butter fanatic. I can go through a jar of peanut butter in a week, no problem. So I've been cutting back on the peanut butter, and I notice a big difference. Maybe I might have a little bit of a peanut allergy or something, but it seems that now that I've cut back on my peanut butter, I feel pretty good. Mind you, it was the biggest source of my protein, I'm sure. I'm not a vegetarian, but I care about animals, right? So the meat I eat, I'm a funny person. The meat I eat can't look like meat, if that makes any sense. Um, I eat hamburger, I eat wieners, I eat sausages. I can sometimes eat eggs. I can't always eat eggs. Sometimes I crave eggs and I'll make the eggs, and then when I look at the eggs, then I can't eat the eggs. But I eat meat that doesn't look like meat. I know that sounds strange, but it has something to do with the fact that I just don't like to see animals hurt, and I don't know. Everybody I know eats wild meat, and they try and trick me into eating ground deer and ground elk and rabbit, and you can't trick this girl. Yeah, that's not my thing. So yeah, so I'm a processed food kind of girl. So that's my downfall. I eat meat that doesn't look like meat, and I eat protein that isn't meat. So I'll get my protein from cheese, I'll get my protein from eggs, I'll get my protein from peanut butter. Yeah, I'll find other sources to get my protein. But I'm a lover of vegetables. I do love my vegetables, and I try to stay healthy and eat healthy. And I go for walks, like even before I turn my computer on in the morning or even look at my phone. I throw on my sweats and I go for a walk for 40 minutes to an hour every morning. So, I wear the inserts in my shoes because I want to be 80 years old and still be able to go for walks. If there was going to be any ailments to me as I grow older, I worry that it might be my feet because, I just don't look forward to the day when I'm not able to get around. And it's part of why I do the videos that I do, because I know there are people out there that can't get around, right? And my videos, I know if I was sitting at home and I couldn't get out and about, I think I would absolutely just love my videos. I would think I would just have a hoot. I'm not too sure. I might turn the volume down so I wouldn't have to listen to me, but I would definitely love my abundance, and I would definitely love walking through the grass and walking through the bush and visiting the small towns that I visit. Oh, wonderful. I'm so happy, Asanka, that you showed up tonight. I know you tried last time to come on to the live, and it was nice that you popped in to say hi, but you stayed for almost the whole thing tonight. How was my live tonight? Was it okay? Was I loud? How was the camera? I know the lighting sucked. And I'm sorry if I talk so much about YouTube, but I talk about the things I care about, and just hope that people care about me enough that kind of get excited about what I get excited, even if you're not interested in being a creator or learning about media or anything like that. And I'm just glad that you like to hang out with me and watch me on this strange journey that I'm going on. Can you imagine? 53 years old. I didn't even know how to use my remote control. And look at me. Look what I'm doing. It's incredible. And I'm having, and as hard as it is, and the rough time that I'm going, because even if I wasn't doing YouTube, I would probably still be doing this rough thing that I'm going through, right? It would have still happened. It just now is just a little bit more viewable because I'm doing videos, right? So Lily was right. I've got to be honest with everybody, and it's got to be the whole journey. It has to be the whole journey, and in the end some good's going to be going. Look at next week, I'm going to be sharing more of some of the creators that I love to watch, and this will be my way of giving back to them because they've given me so much. I might have a career somewheres down the road in social media because I took the time to look for these guys, and they took the time to divvy out that information that I needed. So yeah, I'm very grateful, and I'm very grateful to be able to do this one silly little thing for them. It might be little, but sometimes it's the thought that counts, right? And if just one or two people actually get stuck on these guys, hey, terrific, good luck with your own channels and good luck with your own brands, because yeah, I'm going to add a little bit something to my pension, and it sure would be nice to see some other people somewheres down the road. Like if you're in your 50s, getting close to your 60s, wouldn't it be wonderful to be able to stay at home, be online, collect your pension at the end of the month, and then maybe make a few extra $100 and then have fun and interact with people online? That was the whole idea for me. It might not happen, but I don't know how it can't, because it's happening right now, and I don't think it could go any less than what I'm doing right now. I mean, Dave, I'm so happy you popped by. You missed us the last live show too that I did. You missed us because I remember everybody asking for you guys. Yeah. I wish Nancy had come in. Yeah. But Andrew is just talking away. Azanka was just talking away. Yeah. When I get caught up and I start rambling, I'm glad that you guys can just entertain each other. And I was very surprised that Buddy showed up tonight. That was awesome. I don't think Buddy's showing up for a live yet. Yeah. So I thought that was pretty cool. And these were my favorites. Like if you watch my videos, we're just as active in my comments as we are in my videos and in my lives. So wow. Oh, a power engineer. Yeah, well, you're not going to need any little extra pension if you were a power engineer, I'm sure. You probably did quite well for yourself. Yeah, I've met a few engineers in my lifetime, and yeah, they did quite well for themselves, quite well for themselves. One of the engineers that I met, he built dams up north. He had a super interesting job. Yeah, dragged his family all over the place when he traveled. But at 61, I don't know. I don't want to go past 60. I just really hope that I can figure something else out so that I don't have to work, like those regular jobs that I've been doing well into my 60s. I don't think even physically I'd be able to keep up with that anymore, right? Yeah, I do some pretty heavy duty stuff, even when you're like hauling cases and stuff, like it's still hard work and you just can't do it forever. So yeah, I'm looking for something else. But again, I'm the only rush for me is the fact that I don't have this. Otherwise, I'm not in a rush. I'm just happy to see where this all takes me and takes anybody else. Yeah, if anything exciting happens to you guys, and like I said, yeah, Hangouts, catch me on Hangouts and we'll chit chat. And yeah, I had so much fun with Lily the other night that, yeah, I'm going to do quite a bit. And when I get offline tonight, because I never go to bed till at least midnight anyway, right? And I'm usually up by 7 o'clock in the morning. And then I usually will, right away I'm out of the house by, no, I'm out of the house by 7:30, 8 o'clock. And, I'm usually home by 9 o'clock and I get right into my work until it's time to go to work. And, or if I have to do some family things, my sister got in a double car accident this week. It just breaks my heart. I'm so worried for her because she hurt her back hurt her back really bad, and then she got into this accident where she got hit by a car, and then the truck she was into got pushed over a few lanes, and then she got hit again, like directly in the side, and yeah, she's hurt. And on top of that, because she's a big executive, she deals with millions of dollars every day. Like she could easily manage the background of my channel if she wanted to be part of my YouTube channel. That's how smart my sister is. But yeah, YouTube and Tracy just do not get along. She blames all my problems on YouTube, and then it's not true. It is what it is, and I try to stay on top and juggle everything, but making sure that I'm fitting my media in at the same time. What? Because everything else is crashing around me, that I'm supposed to give up my media too? Like, I'm not investing in any of this. How hard was it for me to push go live? It was nothing. That didn't cost me anything. And look how much enjoyment I got out of that. Yeah. So she went back to work yesterday. She shouldn't have gone back to work, but she's got these big, huge, huge projects worth millions of dollars that are on the line right now. And yeah, and because she's the head honcho now, she's got to pull it all together. So I'm trying to help her out with the housework and making sure she has the groceries and whatever she needs. So I'm trying to help her out at the same time. But how do you take somebody's pain away from them, the physical pain? Like, there's nothing you can do except maybe be sympathetic, right? So I'm just trying to be sympathetic. I'll let her know I talked to Tracy about you, Andrew, or talked to Tracy about you, Andrew, too. She knows all about you. And when you sent me those books, I showed her the books and everything. Yeah, she thought that was very kind. Andrew sent me some books, and it was a very kind thing. And I was showing earlier, we'll do it one more time. Okay, Andrew, before we call it a night, we're going to say 9 o'clock on the dot. Okay, so we have 12 minutes just to get everything all said and done. But Andrew wrote me this beautiful letter. This letter coming from a guy, and you know what kind of chicken scratch guys have, right? But it's like calligraphy. It's so beautiful, like a handwritten letter. It was like, I don't know. It was like a gift, and I still have it. Like, I will never throw this. I'm gonna drag this around. If I move to a different country, even, this is gonna be dragged around with me, Andrew. What did you do? And I've just asked you for another one. He's gonna write me another letter, he says. But yeah, beautiful handwriting. It was a beautiful letter. But he must have done that, I said, because he must have done it around Christmas time, because I won't show his address. I have his Christmas card here. I didn't even mail it to him. And I'm sitting it right here because it's going to go into my purse, Andrew, and I'm going to mail that tomorrow. And just let me know that you got it when it comes to you, okay? Isn't that funny that I found that? Yes. And I found an envelope because I have this container of old, when I go metal detecting and stuff, when I find the silver coins or silver jewelry and stuff like that, I put it in this. Oh, where is it? I must have it around here. Where are you? Where are you? You're here somewhere. I know you are. In any case, I don't know where it is, but I have a bag full of silver coins and silver jewelry and a silver ring with a big glob of gold nugget on the top. Like, I found all this stuff with the metal detectors, right? And I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to take this up to the one of those gold buying stores and see how much I can get for it. I'm sure I could get maybe $80 or $100 for it. And then I thought I would buy some old money, like from like early 1900s, like some old paper money, because it would still be legal tender, right? So they could still take it to the bank. And then I thought I was going to send it to St. Paul's Church as a donation for the church. I thought, wouldn't they be excited if they got an envelope in the mail and they opened it up and they saw that I put old money, as if the church, like the day that the church got built, and then they opened up the envelope and the money from the same period was in the envelope. So that was my idea. So I threw that. Oh, it's in my purse, because I threw it in my purse so I could remember to go to that gold buying store and exchange that for some old paper money and send that off to them. So I'm excited about doing that tomorrow. I don't know why I started talking about that, but yeah, they were amazing. I think their get together at their church was the third week of September. But when I looked at the calendar, it looks like last Saturday was the third Saturday of September. I thought it was this weekend, and I was going to go this weekend, and I was going to bake something or make some sandwiches or something and go there. But yeah, I missed it, and I'm sorry for that. But I'm definitely going to send them that envelope with that money, and I hope they like that and they put it to some good use. Okay, everybody, I'm going to call it an evening. Buddy, thank you so much. I know. I went into your channel when you got that and you were showing it off, and I went in and took a look at that. That's a big rig that you got there, buddy. Yeah, I saw that, but that would be exciting to take onto the road. Was it fun, Andrew? I know when I get yapping off, I just get trailing off here and there, but I hope everybody had a good night. Thank you, everybody, for popping by and listening to this, listening to me yabber off about my favorite thing, which is YouTube, and everybody knows that. And I love that everybody roots me on and takes an interest in my interests, and I'm happy to take an interest in yours. And like I said, catch me on Hangouts and we'll chat it up. And if you're looking to get into social media and maybe learn a little bit, maybe add on to your pensions, or, I'm happy to pass on whatever I've learned, or at least get you to the people that you'll be able to learn from. So now I'm going to come off my channel. My coffee is cold. It's time for a new cup of coffee. And then I'm going to go right into Thomas Heaton's channel, and I'm going to go pick some videos that I think I might like to tweet off next week. And I'm going to set up this plan. So we got 7 weeks, and I'm going to fill those 7 weeks up with each one of those creators. And keep in touch with me on Twitter so you know next week who I'm going to pick next, because some of these guys are going to be super interesting, and I'm going to find some good videos like off of these guys. Oh yeah. If I pick one of these videos, it'll probably be one of his short videos and not one of his, because he does his live videos. He saves his live videos too, right? So you can watch them later, and they're long. Like I said, they could be 4 hours, 6 hours long, and sometimes I watch the beginning and then catch the end and then kind of miss the middle. But you know, when he's on those lives, it's all about training, right? He's training, and if I'm not watching that whole video, I'm missing out, right? So I don't like missing out. These guys that I'm going to be sharing on Twitter for the next 7 weeks, these are my main guys, and I do not miss videos. I watch every single video, and I might not catch it on that day, but like I said, I missed Tim's last week, and that's what gave me the idea when I went and I retweeted all those videos that I missed of his, and everybody seemed to be enjoying them. I thought, you know what? Maybe I need to really introduce and talk a little bit about these creators I learned from online, and talk a little bit about them on Twitter, and maybe introduce some more people to them, because man, do I have a good crew that I follow. Well, I think I have a good crew. I might not be the first, cross the finish line, but I'm going to come across that finish line knowing what I need to know, and that's all that counts, isn't it? Everybody, thank you so much for joining me tonight, and I will make sure that I upload a video or go live, and I'm not keeping secrets. You guys are on this journey with me, and I want to send a shout out to Exploring With Us. So kind of them to pop in. They've always been kind to me. They've always, to have such a big channel support you, and it was so kind. And then for Evan Carmichael to do that kind thing for me this week, and to give me that session with Lily, and for Lily for actually doing that session with me and sitting there and listening to me as I'm bawling my eyes out. Yes, I was bawling my eyes out, because like I said, it's been overwhelming, doing this by myself, and I don't mean to. Maybe normally I am a little bit more emotional. I mean, I am female, but I don't know. We're just going to call it the pressures of the day. And she unloaded a ton off of me, and I'm glad I took some of her advice. That channel trailer I did last week, she suggested that maybe I used a different video for my trailer, and she suggested that I use my most popular video. My most popular video obviously is my Carberry Mansion video. It's got like 90,000 views on it, but it had like 80,000 views the first couple of months that I put it up. So it's really desperately slowed down since I put it up, but that still is my most popular video. But I chose my Ghost Town video that I did, the ASMR video that I did with the ghost town, walking through the grass and everything. I thought I did a really good job on that one, and so I put that one up as my trailer. And I think yesterday I got 12 new subscribers yesterday. Yeah, I did pretty good in the subscribers yesterday. So yeah, let's build my crew up, and let's get that money flowing so Cindy can go off and explore and never have to come home, and all my lives will be done out on the road. Wouldn't that be exciting? Yeah, my dream job. I'll make it happen. We'll see. But anyway, we're going to say it again tonight. Have a great night. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for coming to hang out with me and having these great conversations with each other, and these great conversations with me, and listening to me. And yeah, I'm going to hit that button right now. Have a great night, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye. Awesome.